for class number 3, makeup class number 3. What this one is called is tips and techniques, and I want you to know we're going through every tool, because last week we did tools and application, and I want to go through the tools. It's going to be real quick. What brushes you should have, and what sponges and all that good stuff. You must have brush cleaner, because you want to clean your brushes at least once a week, but you can do it once every 2 weeks. That's a little ick. If you're wearing your makeup every day, you should be washing your brushes at least once a week, okay, on the weekends or something. Anyways, brushes that you are going to need: a foundation brush, very important, okay? You also need a cheek brush, okay? In Mary Kay, we used our cheek brush. It's so phenomenal. It's used in 2 ways. It puts your blush on, but it also acts as your contouring brush for you to put your stuff right there. Spread it right there, okay? And, contouring brush. Yay! So you can do that's a 2-for-1. And then there is this brush. This is the get your eyebrows situated brush, okay? You see that, to put that angled, I don't know, there you go. You see that angled brush there? And then there is the brush to get it tidy. This is our, look at that. See that angled brush right there? I like to put my makeup on the lid, my eyelid brush. This is my, this brush. I gotta hold it up so you can see the shape of it, right? This is for my eye crease. Then this is my all over eye brush when I'm making sure everything blends together. This is corners right there, okay? And this is my powder brush. It is a powder brush, but not the only one. These, okay, are your sponges. I use them for placing product, removing excess product, and also for placing product where you want it to sit. That's what sponges are for. You get the flat ones. I don't use the flat ones because my brushes work so well. So these are the only brushes that I use. So that's it for tools that you need. We already went through product and all that. So it is important to use the right tools for the right job. And we move on to our next tip. So now I will, in tip number 2, I am going to get ready half face correct and half face incorrect. Meaning I'm going to show you how you can look when you do all the steps correctly. I'm going to put on this side, I'm going to put all the things that I'm supposed to, my primer, everything in order. And in this side, I'm going to do it a little differently. Try to apply my makeup without moisturizer and without primer. And just have you to see, even with great skin, you can jack up the makeup look.
Huh?
And it could be not made up.
Wait, what?
So, I'll be right back. It's crazy. No, do you see how this is, I want to say ashy, but look at how this is blending well, okay? And I got my little contour going on there. And so, this is blending well. Just on the side though. And from here, blending well. And this is what I'm on top of the foundation. And look at the foundation. See how smooth like butter it looks like on this side, and how not on the dry side, with no primer and no moisturizer. It just even look at my face. All right, let's continue the journey. Okay, here is me, blended and ready for color. Okay, and this is me, all in the wrong place. This is a black on my eyes. This is a black etching of my brows. This, of course, is an off black, more suited to my tone and so on. I don't like to but there's some lesson for you. Well, family, this is what it looks like. See, on this side, I can see the lines. I can see the blush all of my temple. That's not great blending work. This is just wow to me. This is rounded and not arced like God would have put it. This is my, just put some color on situation. Here you are seeing me with half and half. You could tell me which is the better done side. Which is the side that you would prefer? Because again, there's no wrong, right? There is wrong. But this is me from the side, this side. Tell me if you like the work or what, Check out everything. This is me from the other side, representing for those people who just doing the best they can, okay? This is my lip liner over my lip line. So you see the difference in precision that you would get. But again, if you got thinner lips, you might go for the big lips joint. If you have full lips already, like I'm considered full lips, you can go for just your lip line, okay? This side also has, I can see the shading and so on. And so this is me with the contouring on top of my foundation and blended, but I can see the difference right there. I can see, maybe it's just me mentally knowing where I put it, and because I prefer it to be placed under, or with, not under, but blended with my foundation, as we did in class 2. You could see the frame of the face is different. If you look carefully, you will notice that this side of my face looks a little more chiseled, and this side is a little more round looking. That is simply because, of course, I arched my brows, and over here I just rounded them, and I brought it down to an ungodly place where I say ungodly because that's not where God put it. I told you guys about the measuring it out from the tip, from the bed of your nose to, don't let it go past there. So that's just illegal. Then also from the corner of the tip of your nose, right? That's where your thing should start. Your but if you do it like this, okay, you would notice I started it where people started. They started where it's left. But I find that aging over the years, it keeps going. You keep losing the front part of your brows,
a lot of people, and so it keeps going back there. So while you keep losing the front part, don't just go back there. If you're gonna do your brows, come on now, measure it out and do what accentuate, do the right thing so that it looks good, and don't just start wherever it starts, okay, like here and so forth. Also, same thing, I put the contouring on top and I blended it with, right, when I was doing my blend work. So I just, when I was putting my foundation on, so this is on top of the foundation and this is not. So there you go for blend work and for all the things you shouldn't do. See my temple corner full of color but not really my cheek. That's how some people do it. They like it that way. According to my face shape, I want to pick up my cheeks. I want to highlight them where they should be, the apple of my cheek, and I don't have color going all the way back to my, and then my cheeks are blended so the color looks natural. It is the same color, but one side is just more illegal. Yeah, just like the lips. It's just, some people like the va-va-voom on the lips. Then also corner work, okay? This is a clean corner, like I had mentioned. I didn't use a business card. What I did was just I have two, and I recommend two concealers. One your skin tone and one above your skin tone. So you can add light to your face where you want, you know, in the places. And then you can also do cleanup work, right, with your skin tone. So that's my my lashes, my va-va-voom, and this is my lashes. You see how stuff go? You put a highlighting color there. It really brings out the eyes from far apart instead of flattening, giving it a flat look when you just apply color right there. It all depends on what you're going. You're going to a costume party, it's different. When you're going out and you want to have an elevated look, you want certain polish, you want to present well. So these are things that just takes the experience there. You see how I didn't highlight all the way from here? This is yet another color here, straightening my brown work from down at the bottom, and my highlight blends right into just where I want my brow bone highlighted. Not the whole thing, not from start to finish, all shiny. Okay, nope. So that's my and then we're gonna do lip work. All right, we're gonna do that in class, another class. Yep, lipstick on your teeth, pretty much what happens. Also, if you find that you're creasing, it got way too much product on, or you didn't start with a clean face, or if you get oily over hours or over time, you need to know that so that you can treat. There is actually a product that you can put on your eye bed to alleviate oily eye bed that creases, to alleviate oily eye bed that creases, that causes your stuff to crease. So you want to ask me about that, okay? Yeah, that's about it. That's about it for tip number 2. We're gonna talk about the rest in the class. See ya.